I've been trying to make content for 3 years now. I started this YouTube channel back in 2023. I've been making videos on and off, and recently, for the first time in 3 years, I've actually been consistent. I have uploaded like 4 videos in a row now. That has never happened in 3 years. I think the only reason why I've finally been able to be consistent with uploading on a weekly basis is because I have a deadline. It's because of this. So this is an actual contract that we have inside the thing that I've joined with Zach Kravitz. I joined his membership back in, I think, March or Feb. I can't really remember. But I joined his program, and to my surprise, it has been actually working because he basically forces us to take action. And for the first time in 3 years, I actually have a consequence if I don't upload a video every week. And it's the only thing that actually made a difference. Having a deadline is what makes this happen, right? Committing to something like uploading every single week above everything else, above like just ideating or scripting or trying to come up with unique ideas or trying to research the thing that I want to talk about, or prepare more, or do more preparation before filming this stuff. I didn't think about any of this. I didn't prepare for anything before recording this video, because the only thing that I really care about is uploading this fucking video because I want to keep the contract. I don't want to break this contract, because if I do, I'm going to feel like shit. I'm going to get disqualified in the challenge that we have inside the membership. So yeah, putting this tangible and clear action, like right here, consistently publishing weekly long form videos on YouTube. And so far I have, if you can see there's 3 checks, right? And this is gonna be my 4th one. I think adopting this mindset of just defining the output that you're gonna do every single day, or for me every single week, and putting that above everything else is the only thing that is holding this together. Because what happens if you don't do this and you do what I did back in the last 2 to 3 years? I just have no deadline in my projects. You just keep fucking pushing it off, like for the next day, and then the next day, and then you keep telling yourself you're gonna do this tomorrow, but then it never really happens because there is no consequence if you don't do the action. Because shit like this is hard to do, man. No matter how many times I do this talking to camera thing, it never gets easy in my perspective. It's always been hard to activate myself. And so yeah, this is a painful challenge, and the only way that I'm gonna be able to push through this is that if I do have a consequence that is going to happen if I don't do this. For you need to figure out what is gonna force you to do that thing on a consistent basis. And you need a tangible time, you need a day, you need to pick a day, you need to pick a time, you need to set a clear project, and what exactly are you gonna do and what you're gonna actually output into the world. And you just need to make that happen no matter what happens. It's clearly working. I've been like this for 4 weeks now. This is the 4th video. And for the last 2 weeks, I've actually been sick because I got an ear infection, and then I got a fucking massive vertigo. It's making my head spin, and then I'm really sick. I've been really sick for the past 2 weeks, but this still happens. That didn't stop me from doing any of this, because I've adopted this mindset of I'm just gonna do this thing no matter what happens. And I'm just gonna commit and do the action no matter what. If you're like me and maybe you want to post content as well, it's time to make a commitment. It's time to actually have a contract and actually make it a non-negotiable to do this every week, or maybe every single day if you're doing short form. And just commit, and then just do it. You need to make your projects non-negotiable. And I think this video, if you're watching so far in the end of this video, that means you have something you want to do as well. You want to be serious. And so it's time to commit and pick what project you're going to work on, and then what you're going to do, then what's the output, and then pick a time and pick a deadline that is non-negotiable. And if you miss past that, you failed. It needs to be non-negotiable. You know, if something is that important to you, wouldn't you just do it? Um, because this is what I don't actually understand. Because you know, in school or in workplace, like we always have deadlines, and we end up doing the work for other people, and then studying for some subject I don't really care about, but then it gets done because there's structure. But when it comes the time to work on your own projects, you just procrastinate and you didn't take it too seriously. And I think we need to adopt that into our own projects, right? Need to commit to something and then make a deadline so that we actually have a standard for when we're going to do things and how often we're going to do things. So, yeah, I'm making this video short just for today. Just a reminder that if you want something to happen, you need to be more serious about it and actually commit. So, I hope this helps, and I'll see you next week for the 5th video.